Welcome to the Bearded Banter Podcast, where we'll discuss everything gaming. So sit on back and listen up. Get your headphones ready, we're gonna discuss video games, it's gonna be fun. We're on time for everyone. Wow! Yay! Penis!
Oh, jackass, that was my line.
And with that, this starts another episode of Bearded Banter, the gaming podcast where we're a bunch of idiots.
And Skype likes to crash a lot.
Yep, I am the bearded one, your host. With me is my co-host, as always, Random Richard.
God damn it, how's it going, everyone?
Yeah. And with us are some very special guests from the Two Bearded Gamers. If you haven't seen their channel, I will link it in the description. Shameless plug, as always.
Well, hello everybody. Thanks for having us, guys.
And with us is Morgan and Eli. How are you chaps doing today?
We're not doing too badly.
We're doing quite well, I think.
Yes, indubitably.
Doing better after the first recording flunked out.
Yeah.
I should talk like an old, Victorian English, an old Victorian style, the whole podcast. That'd be funny as hell.
I believe I could maybe attempt that.
I think we could pull it off.
One of you should, and the other one should be
That's quite bawdy.
No, you know what? One of you should try the old choppy English accent, and then the other one should try an American accent.
Can you guys do American accents?
I don't know if I could do an American accent without just...
we could do British accents, just normal.
No, I can.
I could do derogatory Southern Texan.
I can do an American accent. And listen to this. Fucking shit!
That's so accurate too.
I'm so glad that I'm home alone now.
Not 50% of America.
Alrighty, let's get this podcast going. Boyos, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of StarCraft 2 recently.
Really? Oh, nice.
Didn't mention that in the first recording.
Well, it's because you guys went on about Bioshock for
Yeah, we were talking about Bioshock, kind of left off.
Riley was left in the dark.
Well, Bioshock is awesome.
Well, Bioshock is awesome, but I think everyone knows that by now.
Yeah.
It's soon, don't worry.
Yeah, it's every time I suggest a game to Riley, I'm like, hey, Riley, you should play Bioshock or you should play Borderlands. He's like, dude, that's the next game I'm going to get. 3 months later. Nothing.
Yeah, I find my game purchases
I'll confess what Shane said is 100% true.
It really is, yeah. When was the last sleepover we had? March break?
Whoa!
Shut up.
Yeah, things got a little giggity that night, that's all. But
we slept in the
we're uncensored.
No pants.
But I think it was March break.
Oh.
It's March. Oh, I forgot. We're so mature.
But yeah, it's we had to get together in March break, and I brought my Xbox over because he only has a PS3 with one controller. So I brought my Xbox over, and I brought a bunch of games, and we were playing Borderlands 2 co-op. I'm like, dude, you should get this. I'm like, you know what? I think this is the next game I'm going to get. It's been 2 months.
What class did you go?
My initial playthrough, I was Gunzerker.
Right. So I've been playing as Zero.
I wanted to, my second playthrough, I wanted to play as him. But then freaking Gearbox announced Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. I'm like, well, fuck, that's another 40 hours.
When you got the Technomancer, and there's that new class where you can be one of the Psychos as well.
Yeah, Krieg.
DLC.
I think it comes out next week sometime.
Yeah, it's pretty soon.
It's I was surprised when they announced another new class because they had the Necromancer as DLC initially. I'm like, I'm not paying for another class, dude. I'll pay for the actual DLC, not another class. That's just stupid.
DLC's a load of shit.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it is.
What I find annoying is when they have on DLC that's released on the day that the game's released.
Day one.
Just release it with the game.
Yeah, just charge us an extra $2 or $3 or quid or whatever, and just give us
Pounds.
some sterling.
Pound sterling
character. instead of making us have to go and get, like, if you don't have an internet connection, which a lot of people still don't, then
Yeah, which is surprising, but it's true.
yeah, it is true. I mean, and then you just can't get the character. It's like, well, I was looking forward to that character, but now I can't have it because even though it was released exactly the same time as the game, I'm not going to get it.
Same with Rome 2 as well. From
Yeah,
You guys remember
definitely.
the good old days when video games were released complete?
Yes.
What, you mean like
Does
Diablo
that seem
3?
like ancient history?
Diablo 3 was definitely released, like, perfect.
Oh,
broken
totally.
whatsoever.
There was
Oh,
no
no.
Glad I
problem
waited
with that.
30 years for that.
To be fair, like Diablo 2 had loads of patches.
But yeah, Diablo 2 was just good.
Yeah, but it was still they still required patches for it, and lots of
Diablo
games back
3 is
then they
just-
required patches, but it wasn't for such glaring issues.
Yeah.
Not like Diablo 3.
Error
It's like,
37!
Oh,
It's like, hey,
did you guys?
connected to the
I'm
rest
sure everybody. While we're on the subject of games going to hell after release, I'm sure you've all heard about what happened with SimCity.
Absolutely, yes.
Uh,
Well, you had Tomb Raider, Hitman Absolution. What-
I heard nothing good about the launches from those.
and Dead Space 3.
oh, God.
All three of those, and SimCity. I don't think SimCity did, but all three of those games failed to hit their target sales
Yeah,
basically by
definitely.
so much.
And they were like big. They were like big games. They had a lot of hype.
They had a loyal fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they also they set themselves such a high target. It was like, this game has to sell. Like, a few of them sold like 6 million copies, and it was still a failure.
Huh.
And it's just like, well,
That's
guys,
surprising.
What's considered a success?
well, I think they were aiming for like 7 or 8 million.
Uh,
And
aim low, guys. Aim low.
when they were saying like, oh, well, we had celebrity voice actors, it's like, well, I didn't buy a game because X celebrity in it was in it.
Bruce Willis. What?
I came to play it.
now.
Bruce Willis is in Viva Pinata 2.
I would totally buy the game just for that.
If Morgan Freeman freaking narrated Tomb Raider to me, I would buy that shit. I'd be all over
Hands
that.
down. And
Imagine Morgan Freeman narrating your death in a video game.
He lies.
You know what would sell me on
He's
a
down
game, no matter what it is? If Jack Black had an inner monologue in a game.
Whoa, what about
Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend?
Well, true,
Brutal.
but let's say there's a character who is completely unrelated to anything Jack Black, and then at the very end of the game, just like you hear Jack Black in the background, just like doing an inner monologue for that character. It's like, where the fuck did you come from?
It was a Tenacious D monologue. It's just like a 10-minute long epic. And then at the end it sort of goes, yeah, I think I will go and buy some chips, actually. And then just rolls off down the road.
That makes sense.
I suppose that's kind of really unbelievably British of the characters
Yeah,
to
I'm
do.
gonna go buy some fish and chips.
I'm going to go get some chips and
We call them fries.
and then I'm going to go to the pub and get myself a warm lager.
Oh yeah, speaking of going back to Diablo 3, have you guys? Oh, you guys don't play on PC, do you?
Nah, we're not PC. Well, Riley's sort of a PC gamer. I'm not.
Okay, well, Riley, have you heard of Path of Exile?
I have not.
Okay, well, it's a free-to-play version of. It's almost like Diablo 3. They basically
It's what
take
Diablo 3 should have been.
they just
Yeah.
took Diablo 2 and just gave it better graphics.
It's in beta at the moment, which is why it's
Yeah.
free to play, I believe.
I
Not
think
bad.
they've got like microtransactions, but it's nothing like if you.
It's not pay to win.
Yeah, it's not pay to win. Like if you pay us money, then you'll get the best items. It's like no, if you pay money, then you'll get like a mascot, or you'll be able to like color your items or something like
Yeah,
that.
something
So like,
Something cool like that, yeah. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty sick.
cool.
and they've even said on their site that they don't believe in pay to win. The game's free. They want everyone to enjoy it because they were massive.
Thank you.
They love Diablo 2, and they're like Diablo
Wasn't
3
it
was.
part of the D2 dev team?
Yeah, I
Actually
think
made
so.
Path of Exile. I
They
think
were like,
there were a
we
couple
re-
of their members went over to the Path of Exile team and were like, "This is awesome. Fuck D3. We're gonna make what D3 should have been." And yeah, so far I've really liked what I've seen from
Yeah,
it.
I think like if more people did that, because they're actually making money off it, because all the people who've played it, all the fans are like, well, we're gonna spend money on the microtransactions, not because we want all this stuff that they give you, but because we're genuinely trying to support the people who are making this game and make it become a complete reality, not just a beta.
You have to support those people, man, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're doing a really good job.
It's like
And
the guys in Game Dev Tycoon.
yeah, man, the
Did
guys.
you see the news for that where they released their own pirate version that was broken, that makes you lose the game through pirating?
That's bullshit.
No, it's fantastic. It's utterly fantastic.
Yeah,
Basically,
so-
Game Dev Tycoon is like well, it's like any tycoon game.
It's like a tycoon, but you just make games. And the day of the release of the game, they released a pirated version and just put it on Pirate Bay and whatever. So whoever pirated the game would eventually just lose because of people pirating the games they'd made in the game.
Great.
And people would go onto the forums and say, I'm losing because of piracy, what do I do? Without realizing the irony.
They basically just trolled an entire...
Wow. That
As I read it,
is
like
trolling. That's a definition of it.
Fun.
yeah, they just went. They even like sat on their forums and were like, "Well, if you pirated the game, this is what happens."
You didn't
like come
pay
as a
for
bitch,
it.
eh?
Have mercy.
A lot of people just didn't realize the beautiful irony of it all. Like, I can't win the game because
That's
I'm
funny.
pirated.
That's honestly funny.
I thought that was
I pirated this game and I can't beat it.
More games need that.
And
Yeah,
that's when I go shoot myself.
Full of Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Like,
God.
yeah, I actually really enjoy the free-to-play model. I think it's good that people are, developers are trying to go for like a non-profit kind of scheme and like have little extras as like microtransactions. That's fine. As long as the game itself is free, I'll support it.
Yeah, a good example of that is TF2, though. It didn't start out as free to play.
Fucking awesome.
The just like the little item drops, like crates and stuff, requiring keys to unlock, like those mini microtransactions that you need just to make aesthetics of the game for yourself. I mean, admittedly, it is run by Valve, who just need to whisper about Half-Life 3 and everyone just kind of ejaculates furiously.
Yeah, they've made it
like
that,
fire.
They've made it so like TF2 is like their testing ground. So like if they've come up with a new idea and they're not sure how people will respond to it, they'll put it into Team Fortress. So that's why it's become like this amorphous.
Yeah, you guys have noticed that too?
Yeah, I think they like even kind of released something saying something along those lines. And they were like, oh yeah, it's just basically our testing ground. And all the people...
MVM's all about then.
Pardon?
Is that what MVM's all about?
It's actually pretty smart if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a huge player base. And
Yeah, you
then-
got a huge player base, you got a really popular game, and basically you're extending the life of that game to test your new game that you're in development with.
I want to see Half-Life 3 just be like the heavy running through all of City 17, yelling sandwich, and mowing down thousands of combine. Yelling medic, and Alex running up, yelling in German. Maybe.
I am
So,
a heavy weapons guy. And this is my weapon.
So, Shane, I saw that in your avatar there, we've got a bat symbol on your t-shirt.
Yeah, totally.
Have you heard about...
Arkham Origins, yes, I have.
Yes.
We actually talked about that on one of the previous episodes. I can't remember which one it was.
Arkham Origins is gonna be sick.
I think it was it with Black Mask? Black Mask and...
Yeah, I heard about Black Mask. Also, Deathstroke is supposed to be in it.
Yeah, man, Deathstroke, that would be awesome.
Deathstroke, DC's Deadpool.
I'm looking forward to that, but definitely Black Mask, just because of like the whole storyline when Bruce Wayne was dead, and it's gonna be so cool.
Yeah,
Can't wait for
that's
that.
one of my games of the year because you can't go wrong with Batman.
It's been developed by a different team though.
Yeah, I know, but I actually discussed this in the podcast. We talked about this. The fact that it's not Rocksteady is kind of disappointing, but the fact that it's so close to Rocksteady,
Yeah.
I have confidence that Warner Brothers can make something that's faithful to Rocksteady's games.
Yeah, they are. They did say that they're kind of like trying to. They weren't trying to just make their own game. They were definitely trying to keep the legacy of.
Yeah,
what
they're in connections with Rocksteady to make it as true to the original Arkham series as it can be, which I think is really great because it doesn't alienate the audience you've already made with those other games, and you've made a great game along with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, hopefully it does. They do a good job of it. Not like with the Silent Hill games that went from Konami to.
Oh God!
Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill
Piece
Downpour,
of
the
art.
best game ever.
So yeah, over what was it, Christmas or for my birthday that you got me Silent Hill 2?
I think it was Christmas.
It was
and then we
Christmas.
stayed up all night playing
We
it.
just stayed up
for
all night playing
weeks.
it, and we found that the most terrifying thing in that game wasn't the monsters or the atmosphere. It was Maria. It was
Yes.
goddamn Maria.
She's terrifying.
Like, you'd walk into a room and she'd be there in a corner staring at you blankly. It's like, oh god, Maria, I just wanted to save the game. Please don't hurt me.
I was never really a big fan.
It's actually more terrifying than the Slender Man.
Ah, Slender.
We still need to finish that. We've got the new release.
Wow.
Yeah, the new one is actually like...
Wow, Shane, you couldn't have sounded more sarcastic there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Slender the Arrival!
Wow, guys, you managed to breathe in and out. Congratulations. Keep doing it to survive, yeah? I'm definitely...
Wow. Slender. Real original. Where's that gun?
But yeah, we'll
Shane remembers very well the first time Slender was played.
God. Okay, here's the story. So it was last summer. The original BGN lineup, me, Riley, and Nick, we all got together at Riley's house for the night, and it was about 4 a.m. Riley had just downloaded Slender for his on his laptop, and Nick was like, I'm gonna do a Let's Play for the channel. I'm like, okay, fucking do whatever, and I continue playing New Super Mario Brothers.
Okay.
And in the background, these two goofs are playing Slender. And Nick has his headphones in, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, Slender pops out of nowhere, and of course, I can't hear anything because he has headphones in. It's like, this is Nick's reaction. Hold on.
Basically, I was standing right next to him, too, when that happened.
Yeah, 4 a.m., he screams like a little girl. It's like, I was more scared of his
scream like that, I would consult a doctor. Because that was a manly-ass scream. Like,
I was
Why would you
more...
consult a doctor for that?
just to have her put down. There's no way.
Whoa!
Got a little dark there.
Sorry.
I was more scared of Nick's scream than the actual game.
That's the scary thing.
It's like, I don't find Slender scary.
If you want, like, I know, like you said, you don't play on PC very much, but if you want a genuinely scary ass game that's completely free to play, do a search for SCP Containment Breach. I'll send a link to you guys at some point.
Oh god,
SCP Containment Breach. We did a video on it, and
I'm looking it up right now.
okay, basically it's it's in a like alpha, so the graphics are much to be desired. Yeah, they're bad, but it's more the atmosphere and the sound that they managed to create with that. And you've got like a blink mechanic. And there are certain like
what?
One of the main antagonists is this like statue thing. It's kind of like the angel in Doctor Who.
Oh god.
It can only move when you're not looking at it. And there's a bar that's always going up, and when it fills up, your character has to blink. So
wow.
To get around these monsters, you kind of have to time your blinks just right, and you get certain rooms where there's like gas in it, so your blink meter goes up faster. And there are all these other monsters as well, and one of the best things about it is the random map generator. So every time you play it, it's completely different. You can't just decide what to do. And so me and Eli played it. I made Eli go first, having played it a few times, and that was just beautiful to watch.
I soiled myself so hard.
Good. Proud of you.
Because I don't enjoy scaring myself half to death. It's only Morgan's company.
Nobody likes it, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing Slender was enough. Let alone, I think SCP is actually more scary than Slender is, because with Slender, like, there's a set path. It's like, I have to find the 8 notes.
8 pages.
Yeah, around
8 pages, and I can sort of see where he is, and I can run away from him. But with SCP, it's like he's in the room, and I have like 3 milliseconds to blink, so I have to get around this corner and blink, and then turn around, and then he'll be like 2 meters in front of you, just smiling at you. It's like,
oh God, Christ!
Shut the door. And yeah, in our video,
don't play it late at night, basically.
Oh no, we did.
Don't be us.
Yeah, it's the best time to play horror games.
Nights
I think if you check the pair of boxers Nick was wearing that night, they're probably still brown.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe. You could get the stain out. Oh, Shane.
Just have them burn.
One night, I made the mistake of doing this. I will never understand why. But, sorry, you can probably hear people in the background.
This'll be a story.
Okay, so I made the mistake. It was late at night. It was like 2 in the morning. I wasn't tired.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was gone, so I had his room. I watched Blair Witch Project.
You son of a bitch!
Oh,
we said we were
God.
gonna do that together.
Have you seen Blair Witch Project, Eli?
No, I have not.
Oh, we need to watch that together.
Oh god, it was good. Don't get me wrong, but like,
Yeah, it's like
Don't-
Ian Riley actually discussed this. Like, okay, dude, one night we're gonna get a bunch of people together, 4 a.m., no lights. We're gonna watch Blair Witch Project and see what happens.
The whole room full of
here's the verdict of what happened. I shit myself.
The end.
As soon as the credits, like the opening title sequence came up, just
I went to the
shit,
bathroom after
turned
that,
it
yeah.
off.
No, it's like
Went down
the
shower,
second
cried.
you press play, it's like you getting the DVD player set up. He's like, I'm gonna watch this. It's gonna be
I
such
did, yeah.
experience.
Why not?
As soon as he
I talk
press,
about funny stuff.
as soon as he presses play,
Sorry, my dad was just giving me crap.
yeah, as soon as he presses play,
So I'm trying to think, like, what's the scariest film?
Oh, episode 50.
Oh, no. No, that's the worst film.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Thought you meant scarily bad.
Okay, there's this film called Episode 50. We assume was made as like a college project.
Yeah.
Judging by the title, it's safe to assume.
And we sat and watched it, and I think we actually sat there with a notepad and pen.
Picked apart everything
And
wrong
we
with it.
found like over like 20 to 30 errors within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, we had
It was
like
so bad.
about like 5 or 6.
So it's so obvious that it's a school project.
It was the worst film we've ever seen. And then when I took it to Blockbusters to get rid of, and when I handed like a bunch of films over there, they lifted up this episode 51. Like, this one doesn't even pop up on our computer. We don't know what this is. So we can't give you money for it.
what?
You guys still in
Shit.
Blockbuster?
Oh no, they're all closing down.
Yeah, this was like a year or two ago. I think now it was a while ago.
Yeah, it must have been about a year or two ago. when
Yeah.
you got rid of it.
They're all closed here too.
Boo.
What a shame.
Oh, it sucks, man.
Same with HMV.
I never liked Blockbuster. They were a bunch of dicks.
I liked them. They were
No,
awesome.
it's like I remember when I was in grade school, we used to have Walkathons. Riley, you're familiar with that?
Yep, I do.
Walkathons.
Yeah. See, it was kind of like a fundraiser that the school would run, and basically,
Fun run.
Hmm?
Fun run. Like you get people to sponsor you to walk a certain amount of miles.
yeah. Well, it
I
was
did-
Yeah.
kind of like that, but basically, like all the kids would get sponsor sheets, and they would like go around asking for pledges, and basically whoever raised the most amount of money would win like the grand prize, and they had like other prizes leading down throughout the different amounts of money, and as long as you raised $100, you would get this like little prize packet, which was like a 2-liter bottle of pop, some popcorn, and a pass to Blockbuster for 1 free movie or game rental.
Right, sweet.
And both my sister and I used to pledge to those, and every year we would get those packets. So we had a bunch of these lined up, and then we just waltz
So you
in the
just went ape shit
Blockbuster.
renting stuff.
Yeah, we would just walk in the waltz in the
Walk in
Blockbuster.
like, we're here.
Yeah, so we walk in the
we will
Blockbuster.
not pay for anything.
Yeah, pretty much. So we get to the counter with a stack of games and some movies, and we like pour all the cards on the desk, and it's like, here, we got these at school, free shit. So yeah, you know,
So yeah,
check those in. But here's the thing: it's like they're like, oh, are you a Blockbuster member? We're like, no. It's like, then we can't accept those.
oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so every year we would get these fucking passes, and since we weren't exclusive Blockbuster members, we couldn't fucking use any of them.
That's
Yeah,
guts.
I had to get a
Like
membership.
grade school, right? So you couldn't have been older than like 12 or 13.
I was around that age or so.
So
How crushing,
Like-
man. That,
how old do you have to be to get a Blockbuster membership?
No fucking clue.
Never got one.
it matters.
All of them at the cashier walked up with
I
all
got
the
one. I
games.
think I only rented like 2 videos from there, and then they closed down.
Yeah, but see, here's the funny thing. One year, I think it was the year Ratchet Deadlock came out.
Where what came out?
Ratchet Deadlock.
What's Ratchet Deadlock?
It might be titled differently.
Yeah, are you familiar with Ratchet and Clank?
Yes.
Yes, that is the 4th one.
Ah, okay. Okay,
So-
right.
Yeah, it's Ratchet Deadlock here. It might be called something else over there. But yeah, you're
Put
looking
it up right.
So yeah, it was the year that came out, and I wanted to play it, so I got one of the passes.
You guys probably know it as Ratchet Gladiator.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's the one.
There you
Yeah, called that in PAL regions.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was the year that came out, So I got one of the passes, and I got my mom to take me to Blockbuster, and we got to the counter, and I was like so excited, and then the fucking bitch behind the counter, she's like, "Sorry, we can't accept this. You don't have a membership." And my mom's reaction.
People work there are always such jerks.
Yeah, my mom's reaction was the best. She took the case.
She killed the cashier.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she did that, but no. But
Knowing your mom, yeah.
yeah. So her reaction, she took the case and then she slid it across the counter to the cashier, and it slid off the desk, and it like busted open, and the disc went flying. And then she's walking out the door with the bitchiest look on her face, and she's like, "Sorry," and she just keeps walking.
I think
burn.
the worst experience I've ever had with getting a game was when it was like 2002. It was.
Wow, I was just a wee nipper back then.
Yeah, same. Like,
That's 11 years ago now.
Yeah, I'd saved up all my pocket money, and I really, really wanted Jak and Daxter, the first Jak and Daxter.
Yeah.
And maybe it's 2003. I don't know. Whenever it was like the same year Jak and Daxter came out, and we went into the store, and I had my money. It was like 20 pounds or euros or whatever, and we go in there, and I pick it up. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the game I want. But then I also see Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring. The one, the game that wasn't made by EA, the one that preceded all of those other films, all of the other games that were based on the movies, just to try and cash in on the movies.
Peter Jackson movies, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, I had no idea at the time that this was just like a cheaper kind of version. I was like, sweet, Lord of the Rings. I really like the movie Lord of the Rings, and I've read The Hobbit, so like
let's play the video game.
Yeah, let's play the video game. But I was like, but Jak and Daxter, because I used to love Crash Bandicoot. So it was Naughty Dog Studios, so I was like, it's up in the air. So I turned to my younger sister, who's probably like 9 at the time, and I'm like, what do you reckon? She's like, Lord of the Rings.
Bad choice.
I never should have fucking done that.
I never trusted her with anything again.
No, it's not her fault, but it's just
I've only ever had good experiences when it comes to that kind of thing. Like, I remember the first Mercenaries game came out, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to buy this. It's going to be great. And I think I was like 14 at the time.
Yeah.
And it came with a 16 label on it.
Right.
So obviously at the time I thought I was like Captain Badass. Like, yeah, I'm going to buy a game that I'm too young for. It's going to be fucking sweet. Walked into the counter.
Which in hindsight now is just like, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's just like,
they don't even give a shit.
Congratulations, would you like a license?
No, they don't. Like, Shane, they let us into an R-rated movie. Remember that?
Yeah, they just go on ahead. I had like the biggest beard, so they're like, fucking just keep going.
Yeah, I get away with that shit.
They don't care. They don't.
Especially since we're, I turn 18 in a couple weeks. Riley's still 17, so we're still technically underage.
Oh god, am I going to get in trouble for talking to you guys? I'm 22.
So,
Okay.
my sister's 35, okay, and she's like, I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that had to do with anything, but
Neither do we.
I was just like,
Wow,
hey,
okay.
like, my sister's older than you guys, so fuck off or something. I don't know.
My brother's like 28.
Wait, your sister's 35?
Well, I have two sisters. One's 20 who lives at home with me, and then the other's 35.
My dad's like 37.
Yep, Dad's 53.
Okay. But yes,
My dad just turned
he got
59.
home and put Lord of the Rings in my PlayStation 2,
Whoa.
and
Technological.
basically spent the rest of the week that I had this game punching myself in the face for listening to the advice. Just like, this is the worst game ever. I hate you.
Did you punch your
Thanks
sister?
to your younger sibling.
Well, I could have punched my sister, but then my mum would give me bullshit. So
Yeah, it's like you're standing in the middle of the store. It's like Jak and Daxter or Lord of the Rings. You turn to your younger sibling. It's like, what do you recommend? It's like, Lord of the Rings. It's like, okay. It's like just this one.
Jak and Daxter.
I'll listen to you. So you go home and it's like, hey, it's Lord of the Rings. You know, it can't be that bad. And then you play it for 2 hours, and then you go into your sister's room. It's like, hey, come here. Come here.
Then you break all her shit.
No, just come here. So, you recommended that Lord of the Rings game, and,
game fucking sucks.
Just
that's the hardest I've ever hit this
desk.
desk.
Ashes.
So, but that was possibly the worst.
I think my worst game purchase experience was the Star Wars episode 3. Sorry,
Episode.
suddenly developed like Morg's younger sister's voice. Episode 3 game that they released just I think it was shortly before or after the movie came out.
Why did you see the movie and then be like, yeah, I'm going to get the game?
Hey, Star Wars.
At the time, massive Star Wars fan. Well, I say massive Star Wars.
Clearly
fan.
not, because you got Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, clearly.
Nice out, actually.
I did have Jedi Academy though.
Oh, good one, yeah.
Just Jedi Academy.
Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. That game was
used to love
freaking
playing
awesome.
that game online and just
Out of
getting
the
killed
Jedi.
by everyone. But anyway, I bought it, and as a kid, I wasn't really that good at completing games. Like, I just kind of get distracted by whatever game I fancied playing, and just be like, yeah, and then it'd be like, oh, I'll leave this one for later. But the fact I managed to complete that game in 4 hours was a testament to how utterly shit it was when I could juggle Darth Vader for hours on it.
You think about it now, 4 hours is nowadays the standard game length, which is
Basically.
bullshit.
Yeah, that's
4 to 6, yeah. And the rest is just online, which sucks. Oh, I have a story for worst game purchase.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Okay, it was grade 8. I pretty much just had the Wii at the time, and I saved up money from like birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that, and I got Wii Play.
I like how there was silence after.
Because they're all plotting my demise right
Yeah,
now from across the ocean.
You know where you went massively wrong.
You bought a Wii?
Yeah.
Bought a Wii.
Yeah. Technically, I didn't buy it, but
You bought Wii Play. Don't even bother buying a console, you fucking idiot.
oh god, that game was awful.
I think like the only game on the Wii that, well, the only 2 games actually that I can think of that would almost be worth getting a Wii for.
Guitar Hero.
No, would be Super Smash Bros. Brawl, because I just love Super Smash Bros. And Monster Hunter.
Huh, Monster
Hunter's
Hunter
on
Tri?
Well,
I had that on the PSP.
yeah, man, that game was awesome.
I never understood what I was meant to do. Then
Kill-
again, I kind of used
kill
to wake
monsters.
up every morning and
I never
brain
really
stuff.
got into that either.
It was like a more RPG. Well, it was like an RPG.
I think
version
that's
with,
why I
like-
didn't get into it, because it was really RPG styled.
Did you ever play Shadow of the Colossus?
I
Yes.
never played that.
Oh man, that game was so good. It was like
Yes.
it like I look back at it now, and like quite recently actually I was talking to someone about it. We ended up looking up some gameplay footage of it. And like it actually kind of compares to almost like the first releases on the PS3. Like because it really pushed the PS2 right to the limit. It was one of the final releases they had.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. It was short, but it was
Okay.
just thick, man. It was just so good.
Guys, moment of silence for the PS2. It's done now.
It's gone. It's gone. Do you know GameStop won't accept them anymore?
Yeah,
I can't get
GameStop won't
over it,
sell
man.
anything PS2 related anymore.
Man.
After June, they will
Yeah,
stop.
after June, no more PS2 games, consoles, accessories, nothing.
I don't know if Game over here actually.
No, they stopped a while ago.
Oh man,
You can still get them at like
MT Games.
yeah, MC like
Just plugging MT Games there in Western.
but yeah,
Shout out to MG Games.
Even though I don't think they operate over here.
No, they're like the if you're a nerd and you want to get anything nerd related, you can just go to MT Games in Western.
yeah, and they just buy all
We
stuff.
had a place like that in Windsor.
And they've got like I don't know, they got like all the
Yeah, we sort of do, but not really.
Games.
Warhammer models.
1,000 Warhammer. There's like
Uh.
comics. There's DVDs of questionable quality, and yeah, there's quite some interestingly titled DVDs.
Some of them are just so weird, man.
Titney Spheres,
Doctor Screw.
Doctor Scrooge. Yeah, we're talking about the top shelf purchases here.
The fuck?
Yeah, there's like some really stupidly named pornos. Like,
Flesh
Ooh.
Gordon.
Oh, trust me, I
Flesh
know.
Gordon, Flesh
Never
Gordon,
forget Flesh Gordon.
Xena Whore Princess.
Oh, guys, I best porno title ever, In Diana Jones and the Temple of Poon.
Amazing.
Oh, the Temple of Poon.
Oh man.
Now I just want to make more
Shane
horrible.
just sounds fairly distant, like, oh.
Where's that gun?
Just gonna go. Just gonna torrent it quickly.
I wish I had a story for worst game purchase, but people buy my games for me.
Oh well, lucky
Oh well,
you.
it's nice to see that some of us are still catered for.
Yeah, I don't fucking got a job or income or any of that shit. My sister's getting government money that she doesn't need. Might as well spend it.
Yeah, I suppose. Might as well put it into the games industry.
I guess in terms of worst game purchase. Oh, Riley, I think you remember this one.
Alone in the Dark?
That was fucking awful, but I didn't buy it.
That's why you rented that.
I rented that, and fucking terrible. But anyway, I remember one day, my parents and my sister went out shopping, and I usually stay home to watch the dogs when they go out shopping. So I was just playing. I can't remember what I was playing, but I was just on I think it was the Wii. I was just playing something, having a good old time. They get home, and my dad walks in the room and is like, "Hey, we found a game that I think you'll like." And I'm like, "Yeah, what is it?" He pulls out from behind him
Sonic 06.
Red Steel.
You can stop because you probably won't guess it.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like, "Hey, we found a game you might like." I'm like, "Oh, what is it, Daddy?" And
One of those stupid brain games.
it's like, "Drum roll, please." Ninja Bread Man.
Oh, no!
Yeah, you
You've
remember
gotta
that,
be-
Riley.
I've not even.
Oh, yep, I remember that. I remember that very well.
Is it like Little Big Planet, but after a stroke?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
and it's like, so he gives me this, I'm like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And he's like, "Oh, we found it in the bargain bin." I'm like, expectations are so high.
Cheers, Mom and Dad!
What if they actually expect you to like it, too?
So-
like, not trying to seem like a self-righteous, spoiled kid, but, like, come on.
I'd rather
Parents, do your research.
So I played it. Took me 20 minutes to 100% the whole game.
Wow.
Wow.
I want those 20 minutes back.
20 minutes you will never get back, my
I
friend.
will never get back, and like, seriously, where the fuck is that gun?
That's about as long as I spent playing Red Steel. I think I spent about half an hour to 45 minutes trying to play Red Steel because I saw it and they were like it was advertised like, "Oh, innovative like motion control and all this." And I thought,
The controls are horrible.
yeah, it's like trying to move your arms through treacle, and then when it does move, it moves so quickly. There's literally no point other than just spraying at the entire scenery, hoping you kill someone. It's just-
While we're on the subject of bad Wii controls, why would they port GoldenEye Double... Well, they didn't technically port it, but they remade it. Why would they remake GoldenEye for the Wii? Why?
a dead horse.
Because it was so successful, because people loved it, because they wanted to have it on new
That game
graphics.
was my childhood, man. I played that all the time.
Dude, it's funny because they originally had the remake for Wii, and then they ported that to other consoles.
Well,
Wow.
didn't they do they did another recent 007 game with the release of Skyfall that had like 3 different movies in it. It was like Moonraker.
Oh, really?
I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it though.
Yeah.
Shit.
007 No, wait.
I think it might have been Legends actually.
007 Legends.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Yeah, it
Or
was
whatever you
007 Legends.
Oh, wow, I was just spitballing there. I didn't even...
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it was, yep.
The purpose behind the
Not
game
getting
is to
good reviews
celebrate.
here.
The purpose behind the game is to celebrate 50 years of James Bond in film. To achieve this, the single-player campaign will include one mission from each of the 6 actors' eras, being Goldfinger, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Moonraker, License to Kill, and Die Another Day, with Skyfall released as downloadable content.
Oh, of course.
The game never sold in Australia. They never sold it there.
That's how badly it did. It just completely flopped.
Yeah, so basically...
Consider it like... so like, you know, being nice to Australia for once.
Yeah, it's like instead of going like, you can't have this game because it's violent, they're more like, you can't have this game because it's fucking bad. Like, you don't deserve that, Australia. You guys have got a high standard of games.
What if the
High
new
prices.
Mortal Kombat ended up being a terrible game, and they're like, not only did you not get this game because it's violent and disgusting, but also it's fucking terrible, so we saved your asses.
Well, like,
Really
So it's
hope-
like England still controls Australia, essentially.
Well, you know, our sovereign is their sovereign.
Oh, let's not get into politics here.
Yeah.
Wasn't
well,
your
let's-
sovereign?
I feel sorry if I lived in Australia and I was a gamer, because all the awesome games get banned.
Yeah, like, what game got... I think you guys got it banned too, but Manhunt got banned over there?
Yeah, that was banned for a while.
yeah, I still
Now
got a
it's been
copy
banned.
of it, so.
Yeah, it was after that
The
kid decided to
system.
take a meat hammer to his mate's face.
I
And
thought it
then
was
they
his
were like,
grandparents or some shit.
Really?
I mean,
I
that
read
was
it was his
GTA
mate.
4.
What happened?
There's always stories whenever someone.
It's
releases
like, it's Marilyn Manson's fault. He talks to the children. Like, yeah. How about it's someone who's mentally predisposed to be a murderer, and they just happen to like this kind of thing. Like, they always go on about how it's like, it must be the metal and the Marilyn Manson, and then they sort of go, 40 people were killed in downtown LA today with a gang shootout. Must have.
They blame it on video games, of course.
It must be the metal.
That everyone is definitely known for listening to in downtown LA.
Yeah.
I might
next to Mexican rap.
That's probably
Mexican rap.
Mexican.
I'm sorry, Spanish rap. There, I have to be all PC about it.
And for my next trick, I will pull political bullshit from my asshole.
Oh, that's where everyone else
also
gets
known as shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
On a almost related note, because of LA and guns, on the next
good relation.
Let me guess, GTA 5.
No. Battlefield 4.
Huh.
That's right.
EA have decided that they're not going to pay a licensing fee to gun manufacturers for including the names of guns in their game.
You think that's a response to everything that's been going on in the States lately?
Well, maybe, but there was that company, the guys who made Scribblenauts, was it 2 Right? I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting sued.
Oh, for God's sake.
They're getting sued because they've got Keyboard Cat and Nyan Cat
Yeah, I heard about that too.
in the game, but they didn't pay any royalties, and both of them are copyrighted. And there's a lot of there's a big debate going on, should they be sued? Should they?
How can you copyright a meme, essentially?
Well, because it's
Drake was trying to copyright YOLO. That's how bad it is.
Who was?
Drake, he tried to copyright YOLO.
Is he a famous pop star?
Yeah, he wrote the song, So
Yeah,
already is copyright.
He's a fucking idiot. Let's move on.
Yeah, so
Terrible.
they copyrighted Nyan Cat and Keyboard Cat, and a lot of people are saying it's just a reference and they shouldn't do it and blah blah blah. But on the flip side, it's if someone made a video and included elements of their games, they'd get the tit sued off of them.
Yeah, basically.
So there's no reason why it shouldn't work both ways. If you're going to hide behind all your copyright laws and say no one can touch our property without giving us money, well, surely it should work for people who've just made little videos on the internet, can put original content, and it should work both ways. But that's just sparked a lot of debate, really. So
yeah, it's something we'll save for another video.
Yeah. Apparently, fair use law no longer exists in the world of YouTube.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Just look up a clip from a movie, or chances are the whole movie's on there illegally right now.
Yeah.
It's so prevalent now they can't even do anything about it.
Yeah, but fair use law specifically states that if you take copyrighted material but add your own content on top of that, including commentary, your own.
Whatever.
Yeah, if you add your own thing onto copyrighted material, it is technically covered under fair use law and can't be taken down for copyright claims.
Movie companies hate that because people still watch their stuff illegally.
Give a shit.
Yeah. They used to
take down whatever.
I think I had my first sanction on my other YouTube channel, not on the Bearded Gamers one, and if you get done, if they give you a warning for copyright, you can't access your account until you've filled out a questionnaire about what is copyright, and you get it all right. But the thing is, when I did it,
it's just like school. Whenever you do something wrong,
so patronizing.
But the thing was, it didn't freaking work. I filled out that questionnaire 20 times, and each time it was you need to fill out the questionnaire. I was I just freaking did it. I couldn't access my main YouTube account with my 200 plus subscriptions for 2 days. And
The most fun I had with that was on one of my other channels I do guitar covers of stuff just because I get bored and I feel like playing songs that I quite enjoy, and I make covers of them and I record it and I put it onto YouTube.
It's good to see fellow musicians.
Well, we can't all have jobs, so we might as well just sit on YouTube making videos.
I hope to God somebody notices you.
Yeah, and I posted a few song covers on there, And suddenly I started getting emails from YouTube like, oh, your account's been suspended due to copyright infringement, blah, 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 blah. And I sort of sat there going, holy shit, what have I done? And it's like, this video, like, I did a cover of BYOB by System of a Down because it's a cool song and I like it. And it was like, oh, yeah, this is copyright infringement. I was like, but it states in the title that it's a cover and you can't really hear the track because all you
They're just being Nazis about it. That's all they're doing.
And they were like, oh, right, okay, fair enough. Well, you still have a mark against your account. It's like, well, okay.
Good.
Cool.
Thanks,
whatever.
YouTube.
Yeah, cheers, guys. So yeah, that was my experience with the YouTube copyright infringement.
I
Shane
should
has
have gotten a copyright strike against me on any of my channels.
But you've had uploading problems with YouTube, I know that.
I've had a ton of uploading problems. Like,
Is that where it takes like 3 hours to upload a 2-minute clip or something?
Yeah.
I hate that so
Oh,
much.
that's my favorite. I thought that was just us here with our terrible.
No, I get that too. I get that.
But like
With
right around
no
the
upload
time, right around the time we went on hiatus, I was trying to upload an episode of Virtual Rampage, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. No,
The what page? Sorry.
Virtual Rampage.
it's a series on our channel where we basically like fuck around in games and just do random shit. It's not.
Which one was this?
This was the one for Destroy All Humans that we did.
That was fun.
Oh man, I remember that game. Just the anal probe. Anal
Yeah,
probe
man.
everything.
I remember playing it on Newgrounds when it was a Flash game.
No, are you thinking of that one with you're the little yellow alien?
Oh no, Destroy Human. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, you're
I'm
thinking
thinking
of
of
Alien.
Alien Hominid.
Yeah.
Not Destroy Human. Sorry, I remember Destroy Humans now. That was
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes
Like,
we forget
sorry,
that.
I dubbed.
I know this doesn't apply, but sometimes games are called different titles over there.
Yeah, so like so we made a series, we called it Virtual Rampage. It wasn't considered a let's play because it was just like a montage of us just playing random shit and like having fun and just fucking around.
Being idiots.
Yeah, so we started that, and then we did an episode for Destroy All Humans back in the summer. And once I had it all edited together, it was 40 minutes, and it was just under 2 gigs. I tried uploading that, and it took fucking forever to upload. And when it finally did, YouTube had cut like 10 minutes out of the video. And I'm like, well, fuck you too. So I deleted it, and I tried re-uploading it, and then it still cut shit out of the video, and I'm like, whatever, I'm done.
Not doing this today.
And then when
Not today, not now, not ever.
Yeah, and then when we just came back off hiatus a month or 2 ago, so I tried uploading it then, and it uploaded fully, no problem. The full video had uploaded without a hitch, and I'm like,
What?
so why didn't you work back then when I originally wanted to upload it?
Sometimes YouTube does seem to shit itself for no reason.
YouTube is a fucking bitch.
You know what it's like? I can compare this to moments where like you're at a really hard part in a video game, you rage quit, you play another game for a couple months, you come back to the game, then that really hard part, you do it in like one try.
Yeah.
See, I bought the Brothers in Arms pack on Steam a couple of months ago, and I used to love Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30, but I was really, really shit at it. I just loved the story up until the point I got to, and then I just couldn't beat this one bit. And it was coming up to, it was like a open field, and there were MG42 nests kind of like covering everything. And I remember I used to just sort of like run to this one bit of cover every time, and then everyone would die, and I'd be like, well, I have no idea what to do. And I came to do it again a couple of weeks ago and was like, you're kidding me. I literally ran in front of like 3 machine guns.
It was easy.
To this piece of cover when I could have just run around the back of one of them, blown them up, and killed everyone. And it's just, it's funny how you do things different when you're older.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one for you guys. What's the longest you've ever been stuck on a game, and what's that been?
I was actually going to mention something like that, and I'm going to have to leave soon, so I guess this will be our last little topic before we get off here.
Yeah, okay.
When Ratchet 3 had come out originally in 2004, I had gotten it for Christmas, and I fucking loved that game. That was the first Ratchet game I have ever played, too. So I played that, and I got to Dr. Nefarious, who was the final boss.
Right.
It took me... He was so fucking hard when I originally played that. It took me a month. A straight month of playing every single night before I could finally beat him.
Damn, yeah, that's quite...
That's dedication.
That's about the same time I've been stuck on a game.
I think mine's World of Warcraft. I spent 18 months playing that game before I realised that to beat the game you have to stop playing it.
Yeah, basically.
Good job, Eli.
Yeah, that game just... I need to go and have a shower.
So the longest I've been was on a game called Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance.
I've heard of that.
RPG by a little company called Camelot. And there was this one bit where you have to climb these 4 lighthouses that like control the elements. It's very Japanesey. But basically there's this bit when you enter the lighthouse where this chick comes along and does a spell on the door. And you go in, and then like you go through the lighthouse, and you get to a statue that you just have no idea what to do on, and you think, oh well, maybe I'll use this spell on it. But when you go into your like spell menu and select it, it only heals your characters. So I'm like, well shit, I have no idea what to do. So I ended up spending a month. I didn't have the internet back then. This was when I was like 12 or something, and we were living abroad. Didn't have the internet, so I was completely stuck. Eventually, I go around to my friends who does in fact have the internet. And I'm like, oh, can I please, like, look online or post on do you remember GameWinners.com?
I didn't use Game Winners. I used which one did I use?
Or Game FAQ, I think it was also known as.
Game FAQ, I think.
But I went on there, made an account, posted saying, look, I need someone to help me out. I'm stuck. And this guy sent me a message who says, oh yeah, you used the right spell, but you have to bound it to your shortcut L or R, the shoulder buttons, and then just go back, exit your spell menu, hit the button that you've bound it to, and then it will use it on the statue instead of on your party members.
That's such a specific thing.
It's so annoying, and it doesn't like give you any indication that that's what you're meant to do. And obviously, by the time I got to the top of the lighthouse to fight the boss, I was like 10 levels higher than I should have been. Just kind of went, "Oh, hey, you're the boss, are you?" Well, you're fucking dead.
That's funny.
Punched him in the face.
So yeah, that was mine. And,
So Riley, how about you? And then after that, we gotta go because I am out of time.
No worries.
Okay. The part on the video game I was stuck on the longest time, and I just beat it like a year ago, finally, thank God, was, okay, I'm sure most of you have played this or at least heard of this. I'm sure you've heard of Mario Sunshine.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a level in Gelato Beach with the stupid watermelons. All you have to do is... Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. So there's a part where you have to push watermelons across a beach onto like this narrow-ass little... what are they called? Boardwalks? Yeah, boardwalk. And you have to put into a juicer at the end, and it gives you a shine sprite. And the problem is that there are a lot of cataquacks on
and
the beach.
it's at the top of the hill.
Yeah, so you pretty much have to go across the entire level, and you cannot let them touch the watermelon or it explodes. It's like
Not
a
even
one-hit
once.
death. Not even once.
Damn.
I tried that, I swear, 250 times before I rage quit. And when I got back... that I have never been as angry at a video game as I have ever been than there.
Wow.
That was horrendous.
That's surprising.
Ugh, that was awful. Awful, awful, awful.
Ah, memories. And with that, we have to conclude this. Guys, thanks for being on.
No worries, man.
I gotta have you on more often. This has been sick.
Yeah, this is
Man.
awesome.
It's been really good being here, man. It's great to talk to you guys finally in person, not just over Facebook or whatever.
Yeah. Now as we just have to go to the UK and like hang out in person.
And have a
Yeah,
freaking LAN party, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get some LAN on.
So anyway, that
2018
concludes,
though, so the
that concludes this episode. I am the bearded one. With us is our special guests, Morgan and Eli.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
My co-host, Random Richard.
Cheerio, everybody.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Doodle pip.
And that concludes this episode of Bearded Banter. Keep on gaming.
Cheerio.
everyone.